about 10 to 12 days ago, and we're currently working in a group of 8 people. On top of this, over 1 hour per day for each household is lost just for trying to source these fuels, which could be much better spent elsewhere, having quality time with your family or working. And the last one that I'm going to touch on is the primary source of fuel in India is wood, which is leading to deforestation and negatively impacting India's environmental sustainability.
And that, as well as where we live currently, is just surrounded by farms and paddy fields. So I think there's just been so much opportunity here for us, for the agriculture team to be here. So that's just absolutely amazing. From that, so our goal is to learn about farming practices in the area. With that, learn about some of the problems the farmers might be facing. Initially, we also want to be focusing on problems such as like climate change, as well as misuse or lack of effective pesticides and fertilizers.
Planning on operating in India in Bhubaneswar for July, December, January and February. And for the month of July, our goal is to, or our objective is to define a problem and customer segments that will appreciate a solution to that problem. Ultimately, for Project Everest, our goal is to develop a product or service.
The World Bank has declared Bhubaneswar as the 3rd best place in India to do business. In 2017, Bhubaneswar ranked in the top 20 cities in the Global Smart City Index performance. This city has a dream to become the first green state in India. Us here at PNV and the Energy team believe that this is an achievable future, a vision that we all share in, a future of cleaner, more reliable energy. However, we are not here to tell you what your problem is. We're here to identify a real problem. We're doing this by surveying local areas, and we are trying to make meaningful connections and significant social interactions. Just today I found out that in the next village over there were 3 deaths from electrocution, 3 easily preventable deaths. As the first team in India, it can be very daunting, but it is also very exciting as we have the opportunity to set a very high standard for what following teams can achieve and follow and base what they do upon us. We are able to show this in our data collection, in our management, or even just in the general way that we operate things. At the end of this month, we want to have 3 goals completed. We want to define an area where we can operate in, 2 customer segments, and a distinct problem that you and I can all agree on and help solve together. The wheels of change are in motion, and we together must change with it.
The senior leadership team came over to India earlier in February this year, and they travelled through 9 different cities, I believe, and determined that Odisha, not only was there a potential for some problems here, for some issues that locals were facing, but also if you're going to send 20 to 30 university students to a city, the air quality has to be of an acceptable standard to Australians, and Bhubaneswar was the only city that sort of met that criteria.
A really good one we have in Outskirt is the solar project. So how the process worked is we sent teams initially that worked with the community and understood the problem and understood the customer segment, which is what a few of the team was saying our goal this month is. And then moving forward, looking at sort of the business methodologies that we work through, then looking at sort of offering like concepts to people. So whether it's reliable energy, whether it's food security, and seeing like what they actually want, and then coming up with our own solutions to meet that. So in Malawi, we found that they were spending 40 cents a day on candles for light. With the intermittent power, once it sort of gets dark, their productivity just completely stops, which means people can't study, people can't work. So by introducing this solar light, a small solar panel and 3 light bulbs, with a battery pack that if you're running 1 light bulb, I think it lasts for 12 hours, and then 2 or 3, and so if you're running 3 light bulbs, it lasts for about 6 hours. So then, just giving the people access to that product, which they don't necessarily have in Malawi, and which then gives them a light and solves that problem that they usually identify. We've also got fuel stoves running in Fiji and in Timor-Leste, which match golden definition similar to what the fuel team here are investigating, which just supports more complete combustion of wood people cook inside their homes, reducing smoke inhalation.
Something like Harry mentioned, a light source that allows you to study reliably into the night. Another much broader solution that was thought about was potentially introducing microgrids so that each house could have a solar panel, and this could actually feed into the grid, and you could potentially sell your electricity to someone who was willing to pay a higher price so that they could reliably have electricity late into the night or such things.
Have you had much success with it so far?
Because as you know it already, the power outage is a bigger problem. Even in Bhubaneswar, sometimes it goes, maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. It goes off. It's not, we have surplus power. Odisha is one of the states which has surplus power, but still it has a power outage. So that happens. So for that backup we have.
Odisha as a state really pollutes through cooking. There are other ways of polluting the environment.
Yes.
India is very much used to cooking through wood, but that's a very less contributor to environmental pollution. So you might get suffocated.
And I think for the most part that's not probably the main focus. The main focus is to make it easier for these people to do what they do. So if there's less health effects from inhaling smoke all day and getting smoke in your eyes, and you have to spend less time collecting wood because your stove burns wood more efficiently, then this is probably why people are going to buy the product. People making 100 rupees a day don't give a shit if the environment burns really. Like they want their stove to burn efficiently and they want their food to cook quickly. So I guess this is what we will change in the first place. And then the benefit is that it's also going to be sustainable and it will be better for the environment.
Do you have a stove, is a modified stove or something? Do you have a prototype or something?
Yeah, so there is a stove in, I don't know if we have any here, but this, for example, the stove in Fiji and Timor-Leste, it's called the rocket stove, and it's designed so wood burns much more efficiently. As Harry said, more complete combustion, so it uses less wood and produces a hotter flame that cooks more effectively.
We don't have a prototype of the stove here, which I think is what you were asking, but I can show you some photos. We had one that was cut out of a like a little like barbecue gas canister, and it would sort of cut the top off of it, and had better sort of air vents around the side, so it was only about this big. And we found people loved that because they could kind of take it to barbecues.
Don't you think these kind of applications and also de-skill the farmers? It's a kind of de-skilling which happens to the farmers.
Not necessarily. I'd say it empowers them. Potentially not the same way it would in India, but in Timor, with sort of their history, they were sort of invaded between 1975 to 2000, so a lot of their agricultural knowledge was lost. So now the people are sort of coming back from the mountains and then farming, and they have really no idea how to farm. So by giving them access to sort of farming instructions and in their language, you can find heaps of farming information in English on Google, but you can't in Jesuit, and I'm not sure if you can in Odia or necessarily in Easy. So giving them like basically just access to that information.
Market farmers, it's a good thing and it works for them. But I have a concern over for the small and marginal farmers, the use of application related things, because most of the knowledge related to the geographical conditions, weather conditions and the soil and other conditions, they acquire from the social access they have in and around themselves, the environment where they stay. So how these applications are more helpful for them in enhancing their skills? I have a concern over this.
With so much information accessible on the internet, over time we can definitely build a database that can match sort of local knowledge. Talking about climate change, changing conditions, changing seasons, potentially in the future sort of that generational knowledge might become less effective.
I was in India and China recently because of climate change and just the fact that obviously local farmers here wouldn't know that much about a new pest, and this would provide a channel to learn quickly and adapt quickly. That kind of idea. And as climate change potentially accelerates, being able to adapt.
Definitely is important to know, because we are in such early stages here in India, it's like we don't even know what we don't know yet, and so we're offering really great insights, things that we haven't even necessarily considered yet.
We market the final produce of the farmers, and behind that we give other kinds of capacity building support and providing them the raw materials, seeds and nutrients. And I have a plan to integrate information technology to the value chain. So, but when I started working, it was a lot of challenges. My experience of last 1.5 years, integrating application, to give the solution regarding the pesticides, disease, all those things. It's quite difficult right now. I don't know how to plan it because every region has a different problem and different solution, right? So, like if I am trying to scan the pesticide as a pest, so the local knowledge, the local solution should be there in the application. And right now, even I do not get any particular defined solution for the problems. Taking solutions from the universities, research center, that's not working. That's good in the laboratory. When it comes to the field, the local solution works better than those things. So now, I'm more focusing on the post-harvest part. I don't want to tell farmer how to farm. Let them farm. Only I need to help them to sell the produce. That's what I have learned. But also a big concern. They are not. They don't think it is how important to do the soil testing. So I have done some research. I have done around in 7 districts. I have done research in agriculture before starting my venture. So if you want to ask anything, I can help you with the local knowledge.
Perfect. That's great. Yeah. So, you're saying farmers don't generally conduct soil testing?
This thing, till now I think farmers are not realized.
But I guess an issue with soil testing is it costs you to do soil testing, and then it costs you again to improve the soil on what you found.
And it's a complicated thing also. Right in the current ecosystem, you have to wait for 10 days to get the soil test report, right? And that much laboratory accessibility is not there. How to believe that is accurate?
Yeah.
Because we are not at the research side, right? So, but they give the report, we have to believe that. If that report if we follow that report and we get more yield, then we can believe that report works. And even that reports to reach to the farmer.
I believe what we do in the past is just simple soil tests and basic indicator for pH. Just to get like a general one.
Most of the farmers were getting the benefit somewhere around 30,000 or 40,000 rupees per year. So with the profit range of 40,000, no one will go to spend nearly about 6,000 rupees. That's what it is.
That's what their profit, I was saying, 20
Yeah, because
$20
that's what we surveyed actually. Most of the farmers were actually working the secondary sector, like they were driving autos, rickshaws and all this. And from the farming sector, they are getting nearly about a profit range of 30,000 or 40,000 rupees. So if at all someone is getting a profit of 30,000, no one will go for testing the soil by spending nearly about 6,000 rupees. That's what it is.
This is where you come in, isn't it? Because they're getting ripped off by the supermarkets, so you give them a better profit.
We have a growth plan, like every clinic, we have a plan.
The number of bigger farmers in Odisha is very less. The proportion of bigger farmers in compared to small and marginal farmers is very less. So basically we have to focus on small and marginal farmers only. I think it's high time we need to change our approach towards agriculture to make it more profitable. Like as of until now, it's more like they just want to earn their livelihood. But agriculture can create much more than that. It can be a business, and that is something we need to change. And we do talk about various solutions, like for small and marginal farmers. Like if they individually try to get all the, like if they individually go for soil testing or try to get all the machineries, it will be expensive for them. That will be beneficial to them. They can take a cash crop, they can take a vegetable, and cash crops and vegetables are definitely more profitable than paddy.
Yeah.
As we have seen, the majority of the population, they grow paddy. And the paddy doesn't give them a better benefit. The margin of benefit is very less. So that's something we do talk about in our college, but the actual implementation is very less. So if we can come up with a solution that changes their attitude towards agriculture, then that would change a large perspective, and that would bring about a good change.